Scott Feibush here at the Wheatstone booth at NAB 2017, and we are talking with Rob Goldberg from RadioDNA.
Yes.
Welcome. Glad
Great to be here,
booth.
yes.
You've been busy with facility build-outs. You're
Yes.
doing projects all over the place. Let's talk about some of what you're working on right now.
We've been very busy. We actually just came out of a project for Hubbard Radio in Phoenix, where they did just a phenomenal build-out from the ground up. Who does that these days? Outside of that, we're actually talking to a few other media outlets in California that we're going to be putting in Wheatstone, do automation integration, studio build-outs, performance area.
It's a big thing these days.
What's that?
The performance areas are a big deal these days.
It is, yeah. They're actually looking at doing these camera systems as well in the studios, and those are really easy to integrate with Wheatstone because you can literally ACI control the cameras, the switching. You don't need board operators for that, so it's pretty cool stuff.
What are you seeing if somebody comes to you and they say, okay, what is the state of the art right now? What if I'm working on building out, like what you're just working on in Phoenix, for instance, what are the things I want to be thinking about right now?
Well, IP audio is a big thing, and it's for us, it's a way to integrate multiple pieces of gear, automation. It really cuts down on your infrastructure wiring, so it saves time on installation. Remote management's huge. Less and less engineers out taking care of more and more radio stations these days, and it's having an IP platform like Wheatstone is a way to be able to do that and manage it. So yeah, IP audio is really the cutting edge technology, and it's what we're putting in all the studios. Because of WheatNet audio, you can actually control the cameras, and they're switching upon which microphone is being talked into, not just what microphone is on. So it really looks like you have a live production company producing, these shots, and we not only do we sample in some of these that we've done microphones, but we sample phones, Vox Pros. So when we go to a caller, we'll do a split screen automation where we bring up a picture of somebody on the phone or whatever, a graphic.
How much are you doing these days with virtualizing a lot of these systems?
We just actually started. We did our first Zeta system install with a virtualized file server, and we did that at the Jackson Rancheria Casino, California, and that's definitely the way that these are going to continue to go. We haven't done a playout system yet, but we're talking about adding more streams for this facility, and that's actually one of the avenues that we're looking at doing.
We've talked a little bit about WheatNet-IP and about some of the products that we have here. What are some of the other things, as you're seeing people doing other aspects of facility design? What else are you seeing that's hot out there right now?
Yellowtech mica. Very, very sexy studios. When you do the mic booms and the LEDs that light up, we are also using their LED trees for signaling and a message for songs, hotline, studio live, off-air, EAS, alerts, things like that. And those are actually also all controlled by blades. And so we can take a signal into WheatNet and route it right to a tree, a light tree if necessary. We take signaling out of an automation system that's integrated right into WheatNet, and a message of a song that'll light the warning, hey, be prepared to talk or whatever. So that's big. We use a lot of Yellowtech mica stuff. Streamline studios is another thing where these, like we talked about, cameras are more and more prevalent in studios, and sight lines. So we're watching where we place monitors, how we use mic booms, things like that, speakers. It's actually kind of a different approach on some of the speaker systems that we're doing now. Instead of hanging these big clunky boxes from your ceiling, we're doing some integrated high-end in-ceiling speakers. There's some new stuff that's out that we can mount to like Yellowtech poles that we're looking into. So yeah, we're trying to streamline it, clean it up, make great sight lines for cameras, and not even just cameras, we're just talking, having communication between co-hosts and whatnot. So
it's amazing how good studios look these days.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
Yep.
So one thing that we're seeing with studios looking so neat is that there's so much use now that flat panels are so easy to put into a studio.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you're doing now with displays in a studio?
All sorts of things, from as simple as we started with just extending a local PC that's in front of them, setting a desktop so you can do your Twitter feeds, call screening and whatnot, to now where we just did at this Hubbard facility is we can actually Wi-Fi a signal right to the TV from somebody brings in a laptop, do a presentation or whatnot. Some really cool things with that. So you get in there, you basically connect right to the monitor, and boom, there you go. It's a pretty cool little thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You want to see some neat pictures of this? There are pictures at the Wheatstone website and also at
RadioDNA.com.
All right, Rob, thank you so much for taking some time with us.
Thanks, sir.